Broadcasting live from the studios of Fox Sports Radio.
Bang, bang, won't stop till we're legends.
Here's Doug Gottlieb.
Super happy to have Enes Kanter of the New York Knicks, still of the New York Knicks, joining us in studio. There's a ton of things I want to get to.
Okay.
Man, you want to start at the start? All right, look, you didn't ever get a chance to play at Kentucky.
Never.
Okay? But you were playing overseas.
Okay.
And look, I kind of knew the deal. Like, I cover college basketball, done so for 15 years. And most people thought you would never play there just because of how the NCAA would view your eligibility.
Yes.
You want to come clean? Were you really you were a pro before you were playing at Kentucky, right?
I'll make it clear, man. I don't think I ever said it to any media before. I think that's the first time I'm saying it here. I had a Nike deal.
Yeah, what?
I had a Nike deal in overseas when I was...
A what deal?
Nike deal.
Oh, you had a Nike deal? Yeah, of course. Everybody knew that.
I was 16 years old, but I didn't know. I didn't know the rules. That's the thing. I had a Nike deal. I took some money, but it's expenses. You know, it's normal because you start getting paid when you're like 14, 15 years old in Europe. It's normal. And then, I came here. They offered me a lot of money in Turkey.
Yeah, to stay.
6 years. It was a very, very good money.
By the way, speaking of Nike, we're shoe brothers now.
Oh yeah,
because we both have the Flyknit Air Force Ones.
And then I turned down $1 million to just come here to play college basketball. So I can go to school, learn a language, learn another culture, and play basketball at the same time, and enter the draft as early as I can. Well, when they said you cannot play college basketball permanently ever, it broke my heart.
I see. Here's the thing. I knew that you had the Nike deal, and I knew that you'd gotten some sort of payments. But I also think that there should be some. I agree. Like, there should be the ability for even guys that are paid professionally to play overseas to come and play in college. It makes college basketball better, and it would increase your readiness for the NBA.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, because all these people want to come play college basketball and go to school same time.
Right.
Well, get their education same time. But when NCAA said, I'm sorry, we cannot let you play. It was so frustrating for me because turning down all that money to just come here and go to play NCAA basketball. Like, no, just like, come on, man.
All right, so Enes Kanter, you're only 26 years old. Let's go to this offseason, or the season ends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you have a decision to make.
Yes.
And there were some reports, he's opting out. And then you took to Twitter like, man, I'm trying to make a decision here. Relax. Was there a time in which you had decided to opt out?
I promise. Till the last day, I didn't know if I was going to opt in or opt out. I made my decision the last day.
Okay, season ends. Okay. In your mind, you're thinking, I'm going to opt out.
I'm opt out. Paid. Yes, I even told the media. I think I'm thinking about opting out. And then, after the draft, all those people were saying, but like, man, the summer is not good, the money's not there, whatever. And I wanted to. Of course, everybody cares about money, but I wanted to stay in New York and sign a long-term contract with them. But I think they really try to get like a big free agent next year.
Right. They've said they want to get 2 next year. They want to clear up in the cap space.
So that's why, just play one more year and then see how it goes.
What did your agent tell you was out there for you, realistically out there for you, had you decided to opt out?
It was actually the money was terrible. And then he gave me some, few teams. Of course, I think I trolled everybody with the Bucks thing, whatever. So he gave me some few teams, but I was like, you know what? I think right now, best place for me to just play one more year and then go from there.
Okay, so the Knicks are in this interesting position. You got Porzingis coming back at some point, we think, this year. There has been talk about them shelving him, getting him to re-sign. And look, the Knicks have also, this year, you guys positioned yourself for a draft pick. Kevin Knox, another Kentucky kid, who I think is going to be fantastic. He's only 18 years old, play well at the Summer League. He does play some 4. I know you think he's a 3. He plays some 4, which is a little bit of your spot. What's it like to play on a team to which most people think you're trying to lose? Like, how games going on, like, is that in your mind at all?
Actually, no, man, because I remember the GM of the Knicks was texting us and having a meeting with us before the game and saying, hey, we are trying to win. Yes, I'm not joking.
But there had to be games which you're playing well, and then it's in the fourth quarter, it's a close game, you're coming out, you're like, whoa, wait, what?
Yeah, it was so frustrating.
So the GMs can say we're trying to win, but based upon who they play at the end of the game.
I said it to media. I was like, hey, they pay me to go out there and win. They're not paying me to lose. So that's not my. I came from a winning culture, Oklahoma City.
Yes.
So there's no way I go out there. Hey, we'll get a draft pick, and so we lose. No, I'm going out there to play my hardest, play 100%, try to win. That's it. And nobody can change my mind. I'm going out. And even this year, I don't care how good the team is, how bad the team is. I'm trying to win every game.
Enes Kanter, New York Knicks, joining us. Doug Gottlieb Show, Fox Sports Radio. Before we get to Oklahoma City, you're first in Utah.
Yes.
And right before you were traded, you started to kind of make your mark there.
Okay.
What's your impression of why Utah, even though they've made some moves, they've seemingly gotten better? There has become kind of a. Is that Quinn? What is it? What is it that's allowed them to take?
I think with Dennis Lindsey, he's an amazing GM, and with Quinn, he's a very he was one of the top 3 coaches this year. But I think with them too, I think the whole organization went to the next level, and I think they've been doing an amazing job, building the players. I think Utah was maybe 2 or 3 times better before I was there, when I was there.
Okay, what about Hayward? There's a lot of people who have. Yeah. There are people now who look, Gordon Hayward's okay. If the Celtics going to move Hayward. I was like, look, and I know he wasn't an all-star when you play with him, but he has improved every year. He was an all-stars last year before he became a free agent and signed with the Celtics. For people who have never played with Gordon Hayward, don't know him, what about his game has allowed him to he was an all-star in the West and get him to where he should be an all-star in the East as well?
I mean, one thing about Gold Star, amazing teammate, making everybody else better around him, and very just. I mean, he's a good guy on the court, off the court, and people are saying, oh, just this guy, that guy. I think they have a really good team to just go from it, because they got Tatum, they got the
Jaylen Brown,
they got Gordon Hayward. They have an amazing team. I think I wouldn't trade anybody, man.
Oh.
It'll be tough to decision who. No, I wouldn't trade.
Okay, so you get to Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like when you have KD, you got Russ?
Yes.
What was that locker room like?
It's my first time playing with superstars. First time, because I get in the locker room, there's KD in that locker room, Russ in that locker room. Oh, we got Serge and Steven. I'm like, okay, this is like what the real team feels like. So, I mean, I get in there, but this sad thing, it killed me, because that year Russ got hurt, KD got hurt, Steven, Serge got hurt, and we missed the playoffs by half game. By one New Orleans.
One Anthony Davis 3-point shot.
That crazy shot.
That's the only crazy shot. That's the only 3 he made all season?
And that's crazy.
Yeah, Anthony Davis made a 3 that year. It was like 20 games, might have been almost middle of the season.
Yes.
Anyway, he made a last-second 3 to beat Oklahoma City. In Oklahoma City, it was his only 3 he made the entire season, and that ended up keeping you out of the playoffs.
By half game.
And remember, that was the year KD missed 51 games with a broken foot. But what was the dynamics like with KD and Russ in that locker?
It's good, man, because playing players like KD, Russ, or the superstars like him, or even like KP, like these people, those superstars will take you to the next level, because you cannot relax around them, especially with Russ, man, because for him it's not a game, it's a war every night. And he will try to do everything to win the game. And then when you see him, hey, he's a superstar, he's going that hard. I was like, you know what? I think I gotta go hard.
What went wrong when you guys were up 3-1?
Ooh, man. Well, that series, we can never forget. The playoff series are 7 games. You can never forget. I think we relaxed a little bit, and I remember after the game, almost everybody was crying. I was crying. Because we got the fun, we had the ring.
Game 6 was the one, right? Clay goes crazy and
got 40-something points.
And KD was awful. KD forced it. He looked. How much of it? Look, in watching that series between Steven and Andre Robertson, the fact that they couldn't shoot, it was like 3-on-5, right? Like basically, Golden State was putting 2 guys in a zone and doubling KD and helping on Russ every time they drove. And you didn't get a lot of run, right? I mean,
that series I did not. Yes.
Yeah, and everybody said, well, he can't. Well, but everybody was pointing out your defense. Yes. But you guys needed actually more offense in order to keep up with them. How much of the frustration that led KD to leaving was that series? Every time he put the ball on the deck, there were 2 guys on him.
It was tough, man, because like you said, I mean, they were doubling KD, they were doubling, the Russ and everything. But I think, and then later on, and then Serge, And then later on, I think we tried to figure it out. That's why we were up by 3-1. And then like game 5, he's like, okay, you know, even if you lose this game, you're gonna go back home and get to game 6.
Right.
So that's why we lost the game 6, and it was impossible to almost get a game 7.
That Klay Thompson game in game 6 is as good as anyone's ever shot the ball that I can remember. Okay, so where were you when you found out KD was leaving and going to Golden State?
I was actually in the airport. I checked my phone.
What airport? Oklahoma City?
I can't even remember what airport, but I checked my phone on Twitter and say, oh, you know, my next chapter. I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on, man.
So what were the texts like between teammates?
Actually, first whatever days, nobody texted each other. Like I texted, you know what? Not many people knows this, man. I texted KD that in that airport. I texted KD, said, hey man, good luck and this and that.
He hit you back?
He did hit me back too. Yes.
And what did he say?
And he just say, we got no problem between me and you. We good. Thank you. Something like that.
Yeah.
And then like later on that I learned that he didn't say it anybody that he's leaving. Because we were like more than a team, we were like family, we were like brothers.
Right.
And then it's not why, it's how he did it. You know, didn't say nobody, nothing. And then nobody was expecting to join him to
Golden State
because they just won 73 games. I mean, they don't need no help. And then when I heard that, it killed me in my heart. I was like, come on, man, we're like brothers.
So first time you saw Russ after it, what did he say?
We actually, because it was a very awkward and very weird moment.
Yeah.
So we did not talk about it at all. We did not say nothing. It was like, you know what? We go from there. We're gonna keep moving forward, and then just keep everybody.
His first time back in Oklahoma City at Chesapeake.
Oh my God!
Everybody had the cupcake stuff.
Yes, they did.
You guys were talking a ton of trash. You in particular were talking some trash.
Yes, I did.
What were you saying to him?
I think they're gonna fight with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
And then I actually didn't play that game because I freaking broke my arm punching a chair. But I think that game I was like, I never seen. Even I played Western Conference Finals. I did not see any game like this. That the whole gym was blown out. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was like a college atmosphere. That's the thing. So I played at Oklahoma State, and what people now know in the NBA about Oklahoma City and the Thunder, like that's what the fans were back then about Oklahoma State basketball.
And it's all a major sport.
Right.
They love it. And then with the Thunder, the City and Thunder goes like same. It's taken to the other level. It's good.
So it's interesting though. I remember when it happened last offseason, we talked to you on the radio, which is, Oklahoma City was all about loyalty, and then you end up getting sent to the New York Knicks.
Yes.
Was it a phone call? Did you get it from your agent? Sam Presti?
It was weird. I was actually doing a basketball camp for orphans. And then my manager, assistant.
I mean, of all the things, like, I'm actually working with orphans right now.
And then my manager, brought me the phone. I was like, hey, you need to take this. I'm like, hey, man, no. I'm middle of the camp. I'll take it later. He's like, no, it's important. I put the phone on my ear. I was like, what? And then, my guy said.
What was Sam Presti?
It was not Sam Presti. It was one of my managers. He said, hey, don't look too happy. You just got traded to the Knicks. Because he knows I love New York. I love a lot of people. I've known a lot of people there. So I'm like, oh my God! I look at my phone. I look at my phone. There's all this texts, all this missed calls, all this Twitter say things, whatever notifications. I'm like, oh my God! I think I really did get traded.
And Enes Kanter joining us, New York Knicks, Doug Gottlieb Show, Fox Sports Radio. So you go from a championship caliber team. You go from playing with an MVP. So professionally, I'm like, look, you want to win. But now you get to go to a team where you're in New York, where you can be more comfortable. There are people that speak your language, cook the food that you grew up on. You can feel more comfortable, right? Incredibly diverse city, and you get to start.
Yes.
So he's like, look, do I want to win more? Yeah, but I also want to play and play more. I don't think enough people ask about things like that. What's that like to know you're competing on a team that's not going to win a championship, but you're going to get to explore more and expand your game more?
It's so tough to focus on every night. Because I remember month of February last year, we only won one game. The whole month, we just win one game. And then every night, the locker room was so frustrating and so bad. I'm like, come on, man, we need to. That atmosphere was terrible. It was like it was dead. And then I was like, you know what? I learned better in OKC. We need to keep moving forward. We need to keep fighting. And then we try to fight, but we lost KP, we lost Tim Hardaway for 19 games.
Sure.
It was so hard because I knew what we're capable of doing, and then we just couldn't do it. It was so frustrating. And then the fans were starting to boo us. I'm like, oh my God, this is getting worse.
Oh, what do you think about LeBron going to LA?
Well, okay. I think, he lost so many finals with Cleveland. He lost 6 finals. I think that's his like last whatever years in his career. He just wanted to came here, build his brand more. It's LA, but one thing, man, Kobe is a Magic team. So I'll say he just joined the Kobe's and Magic team.
Yeah, I mean, look, I grew up here, and it was Magic's team, and then they were bad for a couple years, and then, it was Shaq and Kobe, and even Shaq and Kobe, they couldn't win, and it became Shaq and Kobe's team, and then it was Kobe's team. Like, I kind of think that's a little bit overplayed. It becomes, if you win, they embrace you, and he's going to win. I wonder, I feel like most people in the league think the Warriors got one more year in them, and then guys start to go their separate way. Is that a fair statement?
It is a fair statement. I think so. But I think with the LeBron thing, let me ask you this. Do you think he can deal with McGee, Lance, and Beasley and Rondo in the same locker room?
I think so, and I'll tell you why. I think they're coming off the bench. I think they're all on one-year deals, and I think if they don't buy in, then they're gone. Well, as you know, look, it's different when a dude walks in and he's got, if it's Melo and he's got a no-trade clause, he's making $27 million, and there's a lot of hoops to have to go through. Like, it's a different way in which a guy is treated, as opposed to, hey, dude, if you don't buy into what LeBron and what we're doing, then we'll get rid of you. It's fine. We got rid of a whole team of guys last year.
Yes, they did.
Is that fair?
It is fair, but LeBron is all about perfection, professionalism. They got a lot of character and personality.
But JR was a huge character before he played with him.
But just one.
That's true.
That's one.
That's true. No, he had Korver.
You got LaVar Ball. How are you going to deal with LaVar Ball?
I think, again, you either buy in or you're gone, dude.
Hey,
we'll find another spot.
Oh, my God. That's going to be very interesting.
Can Lonzo play?
Lonzo can play, but I think his dad put so much pressure on him that every guard or every player in the league want to just bury him on that court. If his dad leave him alone a little bit, then I think, he's going to do his thing. He's a really talented player, skilled player, but his dad just talks too much and just puts so much pressure on him.
Do you have insider information on who's going to join the Knicks next year?
Actually, I do one, but I can't tell.
What do you mean you do one?
I can't tell. But he's one of the superstars.
Does his name ride with Smari Lerving?
I can't talk about it, man. But
or does his name rhyme with Smimley Lutler?
Oh my God! Hey, I think next year we're gonna get for sure one or two superstars. But I think that's what I think the Knicks focus on 2019 free agency.
Last thing and most important thing. We've had you on before. Obviously, the government of Turkey, you don't agree with the leadership and some of the things politically. Can you go home? Are you allowed to go home to go visit your friends and family?
Actually not, man. Still not. It's still struggling because, I can go. The sad thing is even my family cannot come because, they took their passport. They cannot travel here. I try to, just bring him back, bring him to America, but they said, no, you cannot leave the country. Because every time Enes says something there, we can put you guys in jail and just start trying to silence Enes. It's very sad, man.
Crazy stuff. Listen, love what you do on social media more than anything. Can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming by.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah, and we can't wait to see you working out with Hoodie Mello. We'll do Hoodie Enes. We're gonna work out together.
Might be very interesting.
Let's get you to damn.